Hey guys, Mr. Sinicropi here, and this is my creative crew video for you. I call it juggling in 1, 2, 3. All you're going to need for this is 3 balls about the same size and some patience, because you're going to have to practice a little bit. I'm going to show you the small steps that you have to take to get yourself to where you could juggle 3 balls. I have been waiting all my life to do this, or most of my life, because when I was in 3rd grade, I went to the library and got a video called How to Juggle. And the man in the video, he showed pretty much what I'm about to show you in such an easy to follow instructional way that I was able to do it. Took a lot of practice at home, but once I did learn how to juggle 3 balls, I never lost that skill. I can still do it today. I never did any more with it. I never went to learn how to do 4 or 5 or whatever. But that little skill that I picked up stuck with me forever, and this is one that you can take with you as well. So, first thing you got to do is find the balls. Find 3. Helps if they're all the same. Then, you just take 1, and you do step 1. You're going to throw it straight up to about eye level, about as high in the air as your eyes are, and catch it straight up. When you do that, you want to have an L shape in your arm, and you want to practice making a cup shape with your hand, because then wherever the ball lands, it'll fall to about the middle of your palm. Cup shape, L. And then just practice up and down. You do this as much as you need to. While you're doing it, at first you're going to need to watch the ball, but get used to looking straight ahead. And the corner of your eye, out of your peripheral vision, you can see that hand. So you can still be kind of watching it, but you can't be looking right at it, or you won't see what the other balls are doing. So you're used to looking straight ahead, throwing and catching. You want it to be about the same toss every time. You want it to come down to about the same spot every time. Okay. Then, when you do it with one hand, you switch to the other hand. Practice with that hand for a while. Your offhand's probably going to take a little bit more practice. It's going to feel a little weirder. It's okay. Just keep practicing. Practicing, practicing. Throwing and catching, throwing and catching, throwing and catching. Do that. Step 1. As long as you need to. Once you're feeling comfortable with that straight toss and catch, and you really want to get it smooth, make each one of these steps good before you step on to the next one, or it won't come together the way you need it to. So next step, step 2, is the toss across. Throw it across and catch it in your bowl like that. Boom, boom. Again, about eye level, and try to keep your hands, again, L-shaped, straight in front of you, nice and loose, but try to make that ball land about in that same spot. And then as you catch it, as you speed it up, you're going to catch and kind of swirl around and toss. Catch and toss, catch and toss. So now you're just practicing going back and forth. Can be slow, especially at first, and just gradually speed up. That's good. You practice that for a while. When you're feeling comfortable with that, toss across, then you move to the 3rd step, and that's the crisscross. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. They're going to cross, their paths cross at about the middle, right in the middle of me. I toss and I catch, but I'm going to do it one after another. Toss across. Your throws might be a little wild. They might go far out. That's okay for now. That's what's happening. You're practicing. But if you're juggling, you're going to make it real hard on yourself unless you can bring them in and make each toss be about the same. So practice just trying to land it right where your hand started. If you think back to when we did the just single toss across, I'm trying to pitch it up and land it right in that spot without having to move my hand. That helps a lot when you move to 2, and even more when you move to 3. So once you've got the crisscross, and you've done it back and forth like that, and you feel pretty comfortable with it, you pull out your 3rd. 2 hands. Your strong hand, whatever one you feel best with, is going to take 2. And the other hand has 1 ball. You're going to put the first ball in your 3 fingers, your thumb, first finger and second finger, and then the second ball is going to be in your palm and your other two, your pinky and ring finger, are going to grip that. And that's how you hold them, so that you can toss the first one and then be ready to toss the second one. You might want to practice that alone just to get that rhythm down. 1, 2, 1, 2. Notice the second one. The first one's just with my fingers. I'm flipping it up. Second one's right in my palm, and I got to kind of pitch it like that. When you get to 3, it's 1, 2, 3. I'm not even going to try to juggle yet. I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And try to catch each one. 2, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I catch them, and now there's 2 in this hand. When I'm juggling, I never have 2 balls in my hand except for the very first thing that I do. After that, I always only have 1 in this hand and 1 in this hand, and the rest are in the air. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so let's go back through the steps. You got the straight up toss, just practicing that throw, getting the height about eye level. Then the toss across, again about eye level, and make it try to land it right in your palm, in your bowl hand with your L arms. And then you move to the 3. You get 2 comfortably set in your lead hand, and you go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Once you get comfortable with that 1, 2, 3, you're putting it all together, and now you're right up on at the precipice. You're right up on the ledge. You just have to take that jump, and that's, you just keep throwing. You're going to drop them. They're going to fall all over the place. You saw me do it just now. It's going to happen. That's okay. Do those practice steps, build it up, and then take a step off that ledge and see what happens. Here we go. Just keep throwing. At first it feels like it's happening real fast, but it starts to come together. 1, 2, 3. Before I catch that third one, I've got to throw this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, and then I just keep going. And then you're just doing those same tosses. I'm just tossing across like I did before. But I just keep doing it, catching and throwing. Let's try it again. Boom, 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 boom. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, champions. Now, it won't happen by the end of this video. You don't know how to do it yet, but you do have the steps to get there. If you put those little steps together and build your way up to 3, and you take your time with each one and make sure that your toss across is really solid before you move on to the next one. That might take you an hour. It might take you a day or whatever. However long it takes for you to get there, even if it's just a couple minutes a day, you can do it. And then you can learn how to juggle, and you will have that skill for the rest of your life. I wish you luck. Call me up if you need a hand with it or you need any juggling advice. And have fun.